The death toll in the condo collapse in Surfside, Florida rose to 90 on Sunday, on day 18 of search and recovery operations. 71 of the victims have been positively identified and their next of kin has been notified. That leaves 31 residents of the Chaplain Tower South who are still unaccounted for and left potentially still buried in the rubble.
The stairwell is always a primary, just the stability of how the stairwell is built. It's hardened better than other areas per se. So with a collapse, that's where you have your greatest void space, greatest possibility. Unfortunately, the way with this type of collapse and everything coming down and another building sharing where we found a stairwell in another location per se and also collapse and pancake, it just, it minimized, those opportunities.
Personal belongings like rings and jewelry and even unbroken wine bottles are being recovered and returned to their owners when possible. As the recovery operation continues, more than 14 million pounds of concrete and debris have been removed from the site as of Sunday morning. People who live in cities in California are being told to conserve water. Agriculture can do its part to save water. Some growers in Santa Cruz County have been doing that for decades. David Lowy takes a look at their techniques.
This time of year, the fields around Watsonville are producing berries, lettuce, broccoli, and celery, crops valued at close to $1 billion. Something else has sprouted in the fields. About 1,000 meters that measure how much groundwater is being tapped to irrigate the crops. As agriculture boomed, so did concerns about the aquifer and an incursion of salt water. The Pajaro Valley Water Management Agency was an early user of meters dating back 30 years ago. Its success may become a model for other parts of the state in need of conserving every gallon of water possible. Javier Zamora is a strawberry grower.
If we see our crew that they're probably watering, 2.5 hours versus an hour and a half, we have a way of figuring out that count or the amount of water that is being used could perhaps it's been wasted.
The meters, along with other conservation measures, have reduced water use dramatically by nearly 3.1 billion gallons over the past 4 years compared to a decade ago. That's the equivalent of filling 77.5 million bathtubs. Besides the meters, the water agency staff works with growers to use water efficiently.
We look at what kind of crops are being grown every summer so we can track not only how much water is being used, but what are the cropping patterns within the valley on every summer's basis.
Historically, California growers used to draft as much groundwater as they wanted for free. A few have resisted the meters by not allowing access to their land. Their water use is estimated with aerial